Regional High School Warriors and the visiting team, number 8 seed, Braintree High School Womps. We are pleased to welcome you all today and to host this afternoon's event. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of educational athletics. Participating in student athletes, coaches, and officials have worked diligently to prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect all attendees and participants in the game. Please ensure that your behaviors reflect the values that should be identified with these student athletes. Please assume responsibility for your behavior and the behavior of those around you. If you require assistance, please call on the game administration or any MIAA officials. Spectators can support both teams, coaches, and officials by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments. We hope that you enjoy the game and support all participants in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. At this time, we would like to introduce you to today's players and coaches. First, the starters for the visiting Womps. Batting leadoff, playing first base, number 9, Sean Canavan. Batting second, playing right field, number 7, Owen Donnelly. Batting third, playing left field, number 3, Peter Brooks. Batting fourth, the pitcher, number 8, Connor Breed. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 21, Michael Ryan. Batting sixth, playing third base, number 22, Matt Rogers. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 25, Luke Joyce. Batting eighth, playing center field, number 2, Matt King. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 20, Ben Finn. Catching, number 13, Sean Stoneman. The reserves for the Womps, number 3, Ryan Atkinson. Number 4, Gavin Farrager. Number 5, Colin Casey. Number 6, Dan Brooke. Number 10, Ryan Foley. Number 11, Sean Lazard. Number 12, Aiden Zahn. Number 14, Ryan Zalano. Number 15, Dan Shaldan. Number 17, Teddy Kelly. Number 18, Owen Cadet. Number 19, Jake Hilliard. Number 23, Shane Driscoll. Number 24, Dan Maloney. And number 26, Charlie Uhas. The Womps are managed by Bill O'Connell. And now for the home Warriors. Batting leadoff, the catcher, number 11, Leo Downing. Batting second, the shortstop, number 10, Vinny Menendez. Batting third, the first baseman, number 9, Drew Herlin. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 6, Aiden Astorino. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 9, Alex Lefty. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 20, Brady Herlin. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 7, Tommy Gingley. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 22, Kevin Heaney. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 5, Johnny Prater. And on the mound for the Warriors, number 4, Ryan Higgins. The reserves for the Warriors, number 2, Nate Panini. Number 8, Cam Hessenfuss. Number 12, Ryan Brown. Number 13, Ryan Burns. Number 14, Zach Gebhardt. Number 15, Jacoby Pavey. Number 16, Nick Broughton. Number 17, Matt Crotty. Number 19, Andrew LePayne. Number 21, Jake DeMagus. Number 23, Nick Panini. Number 24, Colin Hassenfuss. Number 26, Connor Elvezi. Number 27, Alex Lavelle. The Warriors are managed by Jeff Clinton Jr. Our great nation has persevered through the leadership and sacrifices of men and women who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces. At this time, we invite both veterans and current military personnel to stand as we thank you for your service to our country. Let's please give these heroes a round of applause. We now invite you all to stand for the playing of the national anthem. Leading off for Braintree, the first baseman, number 9, Sean Canavan. And on the mound for the Warriors, number 4, Ryan Higgins.
Hello and welcome to UMass Lowell, the site of the D1 semifinals here in baseball. As Braintree and King Phillip here underway. First pitch of the game in there for strike one from Higgins. Mike Wasser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as we are here down to the final four. Braintree and King Phillip, the number 8 seed Braintree and number 4 King Phillip. The Warriors, the 4 seed as the home team is the higher seed. And Braintree getting 3 wins to get to this point, with all those coming at home up until this point. Both sides used their ace in their last game. Braintree trying to get the game's first runner on. Beautiful venue, 301 straight down the line in right field, 400 to straightaway center as the pitch is in there for strike 2. Down the left field line, 337. And a beautiful sight for a ball game. Obviously a long ride for both schools as we await our first opportunity here for the first baseman, Canavan. Spoils this one off. Braintree will have Canavan, Donnelly, and Brooks, their expected trio of hitters here in the inning. Doesn't look like there's much room back behind the dish, so we'll see if that factors into this on a wild pitch or a pass ball. And the pitch, and Canavan takes, and that's another ball. So he's really battled here to start this ball game here in the top half of the first. Braintree trying to get the game's first runner on. Long await here for Higgins, who is not their top pitcher. Getting thrown into the fire here in the state semifinals. He'll go against Grieve, and the pitch. And Canavan hammers this one towards deep left field. This one hangs up in the air a while. Center fielder still ranging back to make the catch. A lot of territory to cover, and he was able to track it down.
Fielder, number 7, Owen Donnelly.
So that one hit pretty sharply, but ends in a fly out to left center. Now Donnelly in on the grass at third. Give the defense in a moment. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Over across the outfield, Astorino in left field. The center fielder, Prater. The right fielder is Herlin. And across the infield, as the pitch is going to miss for a ball, the third baseman, Heine, the shortstop, Menendez, and the second baseman, Gately, with Herlin at first. as time is called at the dish, and Dowling catching the starter Higgins. So the first out on a fly out, as Braintree now still looking for their first base runner. It took them a little while to get their first base runner in the game against Natick, but ultimately they were able to prevail in a 2-0 victory at home. Pitch, and this one drilled to right, a base hit. Right up the middle, as it turns out, a little different vantage point than we're used to here, down the third base line, except from the common first base spot we are at Braintree High School. So Braintree has the game's first base runner on a single by Donnelly. And Donnelly is certainly a threat on the base pass, with Brooks now at the dish. He's going to get a chance to play the field and left, which is a surprise. As the throw over to first, not in time. Both sides very good defensively. And we'll see if Braintree tries a steal. Big lead for Donnelly, throw back over, and not in time. Donnelly has drawn a couple of throws. Very aggressive base runner, as Higgins has paid a lot of attention at him. Brooks waits the pitch, and the pitch, as that finds his own for a strike. So a fly out by Canavan. Brooks now at the dish after the single by Donnelly. Head coach O'Connell there over at third base. Getting ready now, and the pitch, and finds his own again on the outside corner. Sitting ahead now of Brooks. Brooks, who played shortstop most of the year before getting injured, is DHing the first 3 games of this postseason play, now playing left. As the throw again, not in time. Braintree hoping for a throwaway on one of these pickoff plays. A lot of room down that line if it gets away. Pitch, and this one spoiled off. So the at-bat continues. In the on-deck circle will be the pitcher, Grieve. Winner of this will face the victor of Chelmsford and St. John's in the state finals in that one at Polar Park. Probably on Saturday. As the pitch is downstairs, it gets away. Base runner advances, and now it heads to the dugout and into the dugout. And now, should they give an extra runner, an extra base, he should be at third. So they're not going to advance him. Are they going to give him third? No, I guess that is going to be what head coach O'Connell wanted to know. It did trickle into the dugout. But I guess you have to question, was he at second before that happened? It was close. Obviously that hurts Braintree. He would have been at third with 1 out. Brooks keeping the at-bat going. Braintree seeing a lot of pitches here in this top half of the first. Offering. Off speed, spoiled out of play. Good at bat from Brooks. Trying to drive in the game's first run, as Braintree has a runner in scoring position on a single and a pass ball. Opportunity here for Braintree to strike first here in the first. Look over from Higgins, and the offering. Off speed, out to right field, hit well. Right fielder tracking it back and makes the catch. Second time we've seen a fielder lose their hat in the process. Doesn't seem to be all that windy, but they've been able to track down 2 fly balls.
Number 8, Connor Grieve.
So Brooks gave that one a ride, but Braintree could not find that one, hit a gap. And now Grieve, who, as has been the case all postseason, coming up in big moments and trying to deliver Braintree a 2-out base hit to give them a lead here on the road as the lower seed, obviously a neutral site, here at UMass Lowell. And the pitch to Grieve, as that one finds his own for strike 1. Able to battle in front this time. Donnelly leads from his bag over at second. Both fielders close to the bag if they want to try the pickoff play. Obviously a very dangerous play. And the offering, as he finds the corner again. And now ahead in the count, 0-2. Second straight hitter he's been able to do that. The Warriors and the Womps, they've played each other a couple of times over the past few seasons. Non-league games. And the pitch downstairs. Runner takes off for third. He'll get there. Great read by Donnelly. And Braintree, very aggressive on the base pass, have themselves just 90 feet away from the game's first run. There are 2 outs, though, as Donnelly has moved from first to third. Good size lead again over at third base. Grieve looking for a base hit to bring Braintree the lead. And this one sharply hit out towards left field, continuing back and over his head and left. A base hit by Grieve. He's going to run a while. He's got a chance for 3 bags. Hits second. Here he goes to third. And Grieve has given Braintree the lead here in the first. An RBI triple by the pitcher. Over the left fielder's head in a hurry. A lot of room in left field. He could not track it down. And Braintree has the advantage.
Now batting the shortstop, number 16, Michael Ryan.
That one hit on a rocket. Braintree with some real good swings here in this first inning, and King Phillip probably lucky to only be down 1-0 with the caliber of swings Braintree's had. 2 of their flyouts have been hit very sharply, 1 to center, 1 to right, and they're on Higgins here in the first. Pitch, and this one spoiled back. He got a good piece of that one. So Braintree with an RBI triple, the game's first run coming here in the first, and Grieve yet again the hero. Early on, he'll be on the mound momentarily. Braintree trying to add to a 1-0 advantage. Very enjoyable start for Braintree here on the road as they take the lead, still yet to trail here in the postseason. And a wave and a miss. Ryan kind of swiping at that one on the outside part of the plate. May have been a ball. Opportunity for Braintree to add to their total as they try to put up 2 here in this first inning. Grieve leads from third. Pitch on the way to the shortstop, Ryan. And that one, it gets by him and is a third strike. But Braintree does strike here in the top half of the first. A couple of hits and a run as Grieve has given Braintree the lead here. A 1-0 advantage here in the state semifinals with Grieve gets set to take the mound in a moment. Back for the bottom of the first, Braintree with the game's first run. RBI triple by Grieve, bringing in Donnelly. Braintree's only run of the ball game, and after a half inning of play, they have the lead. Grieve on the mound for Braintree through a complete game victory. His last outing against Leominster. Dealing with Dowling atop the order, their catcher, as the pitch on the way, and that one misses as he's fallen down now. 2-0 here to start in the bottom half of the inning. Looked like a pretty good pitch. 3 umpires, as has been accustomed. And this one lifted in the air on the infield. Shortstop in second base territory to make the catch. Ryan puts it away, and that ends up being kind of a poor bat there for Dowling after having a 2-0 count. Pops it up on the infield. It's a pitch you expect to drive, not one you pop up on the infield. So Braintree will certainly take that. Good pitch by Grieve to get the weak contact. And now the shortstop, Menendez. As the righty is ready and misses off the edge. Has not been able to find a first pitch strike through the first 2 hitters. But Braintree has the lead, a 1-0 advantage. Pitch. And that one finds his own on the outside. Continues to work the edges. Braintree defense, I'll give it to you in a moment. Has the pitch, just missed. So Braintree across the outfield, Brooks in left field with King in center and Donnelly in right field. On the infield, Rogers at third, Ryan at short, Fan at second, Canavan at first, as the pitch is going to be another ball. Catching is Stenman for Grieve, who has the first out of the bottom of the first. Base is clear. And the offering right there, another strike pumped in. The right-hander working quickly and efficiently so far. Braintree with 2 hits back in the top half of the inning, scoring the game's only run. And the righty's ready. And this one sharply hit out towards center field, and it's going to drop down in front of King. So their first hit comes here with 1 out, as Fan able to backhand that one. And a base hit gets them on the board. Braintree, same thing, back in the top half of the inning, a 1-out single.
First baseman, number 9, Drew Herlin.
Brings up the left-handed bat, Herlin, with a pair of presumably brothers on the team. Same last name, could be cousins, I guess. very common at the high school level to have multiple siblings on a team. As the offering on the way is downstairs. Braintree hoping for a ground ball in the infield that they could potentially turn a double play ball. They turned a big double play against Natick in the 6th inning of the victory, 2-0. Shading up that way is Ryan, the middle of the infield, and the pitch. And again, falling behind. He's fallen behind 2-0 now to a couple of hitters here in the inning, which has obviously made things a little bit more difficult for him. So used to playing ahead. Righty ready, winds and fires on the infield and through into right field, a base hit. As Donnelly able to field it and get it into second baseline quickly, as Canavan could not make a play on that with the first baseman holding on the base runner. So back-to-back singles, and they have something starting here in the bottom half.
Number 6, Astorino.
So Astorino batting in the cleanup spot. He is the left fielder who could not catch that ball off the bat of Grieve. Pitch on the way, and the first pitch missing inside. Still cannot get the real grip of the strike zone right now. And that's something he's going to have to fix in a hurry. So good working ahead in his last outing. As the offering is on the way, and this one sharply hit out to left field. It's going to get down in front of Brooks as everybody's going to move up a bag. And the bases now filled up with 1 out. So Grieve not missing many bats here in this first inning. And you wonder how long Braintree would potentially consider allowing him to go if he continues to be hit hard. 3rd straight single after a pop-up on the infield. Part of it, I think, is the fact that he's battled from behind. That's hurt Braintree in this game. I know it's early, it's the first inning, but they put themselves in a very difficult spot by pitching from behind. And obviously a 2-0 count is generally a very good hitter's pitch. So the offense for King Phillip has provided now 3 consecutive singles as they have the tying run standing at third base, the go-ahead run at second. Getting ready, and the pitch, and finally finds a first pitch strike. Trying to maneuver around a bases loaded situation here in the bottom half of the first. Braintree with the game's only run to this point, but King Phillip threatening. And the pitch. And this one on the ground, middle of the infield, towards second. Over to second for 1, back to first, and it can't be caught by Canavan. That one gets away, and the runner will score. And King Phillip very much so aided by the mistake, and they now have the lead with a 2-spot on the error. That gets away. Could have been a double play. It would have been very close at first. And now Braintree has allowed 2 runs to be pushed across on a ball that took a little bit too long to develop.
The right fielder, number 20, Brady Erlin.
So Braintree was hoping for at least the force out and nothing further, but instead the runner scores on the ball that gets away at first from Canavan. Again, Braintree certainly could have turned 2 there. It would have taken a perfect play, but I thought maybe they had a chance at it, which would have ended the inning without allowing anything. This one on the left side, nicely fielded by Rogers, able to take away a base hit, and Braintree able to minimize the damage. But they do give up 2 runs here in the first. Could have been more, as Grieve able to work around and get a little help from his defense. The throwing error obviously hurt as well, but this first inning comes to a close. Both sides have scored, and Braintree trails 2-1 after 1 here at UMass Lowell.
Third baseman, number 22, Matt Rogers.
Top half of the second this game having a lot of excitement early as both sides score in the first, and the first pitch here of the second is ball 1 to Rogers. 6, 7, and 8 for Braintree here in the inning as they trail for the first time in the postseason now 2-1 on the throwing error that allows the go-ahead run to score. So Grieve was able to pitch around the bases loaded situation decently, but obviously the throwing error hurt. Gives the advantage to King Phillip, who is the number 4 seed. Pitch on the way, and the offering is upstairs to Rogers, who sits ahead in the count 2-1. Made a nice play over at third to end the inning and take away a base hit. Now the Braintree offense looking to start again. As the pitch is on the way and spoiled off right field side and out of play. Not a ton of foul ground up above. Everything goes up and over. Braintree trying to respond to a 2-1 deficit. And Rogers out towards right field. Another ball in the air as the sunglasses down and the ball put away in right field. Braintree has now flied out 3 times so far early through the first 4 outs.
Designated hitter, number 25, Luke Joyce.
Brings up the DH, Joyce, who is Braintree's ace, and if they're able to win this game, would pitch in the state finals. First pitch, and that one in there for a strike. Joyce almost always pinch run for us, the courtesy runner for the DH. And the offering, and that one in there for another strike. So Higgins working quickly and finding the strike zone with 2 straight pitches here to start the inning. And Joyce hammers this one out towards center field, sharply hit. It's over his head a mile wide. That's a home run at Braintree High School, but here he's thinking about 3 bases. He will stop there, and Braintree with another hard hit ball off of Higgins. Again, if that's in your home confines, that's a home run over center field at Braintree High School and ties the score at 2 as Braintree has hit a couple of moonshots here in this game. Now brings up King. So Braintree's had a triple and now a double. That could have been 3 bases with anybody else other than Joyce. Probably could have tried to leg it out, but did not want to chance it as he takes a first pitch ball. So Braintree with the runner now in scoring position as they try and knot this one up in the second inning. A lot of action here early, lots of hits, lots of base runners. Braintree looking to tie the score at 2. King, who had an RBI in the last game against Natick, giving Braintree their second run. Sharply hit middle of the infield, and through into center field, a base hit. Joyce rounds third. Here comes the throw to the plate, and the throw's not going to be in time. He scores. Throw down to second, and the throw in time. He's going to be out. So Braintree does get the game tying run, and King very aggressively trying to take second is gunned down. But Braintree battles right back to tie the score, and the offense continuing to aid Braintree in this game.
Second baseman, number 20, Ben Fan.
So very aggressive was King, but it looked like he almost took off a little bit too late there after hitting the ball into center field. I thought he should have reached second, but Braintree gunned down, tying the score in the process. Braintree with a couple of loud hits in this ball game. And the pitch. Fan on the ground left side over to shortstop. As the throw across in time to end the inning, but Braintree, again, able to answer. They have shown some resiliency this season. They do it again as Braintree knots the score up. They've scored a run in each of the first 2 innings. It's a 2-2 game after 1.5.
Now batting, second baseman, number 7, Tommy Gately.
Bottom of the second, and the first pitch is in there for a strike from Grieve, who's trying to rebound from a slow first. He fell behind a couple of batters and ultimately given up the lead at the time, but the Braintree offense able to get his back and put him right back in a tied position here at 2. As Braintree has scored a run in each of the first 2 innings. Dealing with Gately now to start the inning, and a wave and a miss, and a strikeout begins the inning. Good pitch from Grieve, and hopefully he can settle right in.
Third baseman, number 22, Kevin Haney.
Braintree with 2 very loud extra base hits in this ball game. One off the bat of Joyce last inning, or the top half of this inning. A moonshot to straightaway center, probably hit 385, 390. As this one spoiled off and back and out of play. Braintree's other hit that found the back of the fence was the triple off the bat of Grieve back in the first inning. Trying for a much better second as the pitch on the way to Heine spins him back. He was trying to take that pitch. So dealing with 7, 8, and 9 so far. He's retired the leadoff man. And the offering. Oh, great pitch. Out in front of it. Probably his best pitch of the outing so far. That one really dipped off. Looking to fan the first 2. Grieve on the way, on the ground, left side. Oh, what a play by Rogers. Takes it away, and a phenomenal play at third. Defense on display here in the inning by Rogers, who's taken away 2 base hits over at third. Phenomenal play there. Braintree's had 2 putouts at third in this game, the ending out back in the first, and then this one here to keep a runner off base. And now it's the center fielder, Prater. First pitch. And this time Grieve does not find the strike zone, as Braintree looking for a 1-2-3 bottom half of the second, as Grieve works quickly on the rubber and fires a strike. Bases empty with 2 down here in the bottom half of the second inning. Division I state semifinals between number 4 King Phillip and number 8 Braintree, and a cut and a miss. Grieve with much better stuff here in this second inning as he's looked to settle into this outing. Grieve ready with the baseball. Gets the sign from his catcher. Getting ready on the 2-strike pitch, and just missed off the edge as Stenman set up a little bit outside. Obviously that one was pitched right where he wanted it, but this must have been set up off the edge. Grieve ready, and the pitch, and on the infield popped up. Canavan with the shades down, the ball up in the air a while. Fan calls him off to make the catch, and Braintree with a quick 1-2-3 bottom of the second. And the Braintree offense will get right back out there with their 1, 2, and 3 hitters due up in what has been a good first couple of innings, tied at 2. Top of the third inning as Braintree bats around for the second time in this game. Canavan on the ground, right side. Second baseman able to field and throws out Canavan here to start the inning.
Now batting number 7, Owen Donnelly.
So it's the right fielder, Donnelly, who singled his first time right through the middle of the infield. Pitch on the way is downstairs. Braintree has scored a run in each of the first 2 innings, and the game now tied at 2 after 2 innings. Pitch, and that one missing as Donnelly sitting ahead 2-0. Pitch, and a wave and a miss. Two and one now to Donnelly, who scored Braintree's first run. And it's high. Oh, wow, that looked like it was inside. Got the bad news as he lifted his arms up. Almost certainly seemed to be inside. Gets the bad news. And now calls timeout to try and regroup a little bit here. Braintree's had base runners in each of the first 2. And the offering, and sharply hit middle of the infield, another base hit by Donnelly. Donnelly's second single of the ball game, and he's aboard. The speedster makes his way on. He was dangerous on the base pass back in the first inning, and now it'll be Brooks, who flied out to right field in his only plate appearance. Braintree a chance to, again, take the advantage. They had a very short-lived deficit here in this postseason, coming here in this game after they trailed 2-1 after 1. And the pitch, and Brooks fouled that one off. So we'll see if Donnelly gets an opportunity to try and steal a bag. Braintree has continued to hit the ball hard in this game. Higgins has fanned 1. Braintree has 5 hits already through the first 2+. A couple of runs on the board, and the go-ahead run stands at first. Here in the third inning. Runner goes, pitch upstairs. Here's the throw down, and that's not going to be in time. He's safe. Steals second base. Actually, a much closer play than it should have been. That was a great throw by the catcher. I thought Braintree had a pretty good jump on that ball, and it looked like a pretty easy stolen base, but the catcher made that one a lot closer than it really could have been. So Braintree has the go-ahead run now in scoring position as Brooks gets ready. And the pitch, it spins him back. Higgins really has pitched into some trouble in each inning so far. Grieve had an easy second inning, but obviously pitched into a bases loaded situation back in the first. Wonder how long his leash will be in this ball game. Season on the line. 2-2 game. Braintree looking for the advantage again, as that one knocked foul. That was a hanger, and Brooks was not able to capitalize. A lot of room between the left side of the infield, between third and shortstop. See what Brooks can do here as he faces Higgins, second time. And the pitch, and Higgins hits that, or has that one hit hard again, but this one straightaway center, pretty routine, as he is out for the second time. Brooks has flied out to right and now to center.
Now batting the pitcher, number 8, Connor Grieve.
And here comes Grieve again. Grieve, who had the RBI triple back in the first over the left fielder's head, and he's a little deeper now, just a little bit, after having the ball go over his head, and the defense playing a lot deeper now after seeing Braintree punch a couple over their head in the first few innings. Braintree a hit away from taking the lead here in the third inning. Pitch on the way, and this one is knocked foul. Braintree looking for one more hit in this inning to take the lead. 2-2 game here in the top half of the third, as Braintree, for the first time in this postseason, not the home team. This is a neutral site at UMass Lowell. And on the ground, high hop over to second, and through into center field, a base hit. Here comes Donnelly. Donnelly, the throw to the plate, not in time, he's safe. And they got the lead again. Donnelly comes around to score on a 2-out hit off the bat of Grieve again. And he now ends up at second base as Braintree all over Higgins through the first three. So Grieve, 2 RBI through the first 2+. As are we going to see a pinch runner for the pitcher? I don't know. And they are going to get some action already going. I was talking about that. He has not missed many bats in this game, and Braintree really pounded him around. They have just a 1-run lead, but could be more. Still can be. This inning isn't over. So Ryan will get up there. Going to be a pinch runner for the pitcher. Some action stirring out in their bullpen. King Phillip trailing again, 3-2.
Is number 18, Owen Cadet.
So Grieve makes his way back to the dugout. He has tripled and singled, moved up to second on the throw, and Braintree with 2 RBI from their cleanup spot. He continues to hit in big moments. Braintree's lead is 3-2. It's not done yet as Ryan bats. He's the only strikeout victim for Ryan. Or for Higgins, excuse me. As the pitch on the way on the left side. Difficult play, it's cut off. Here's the throw. It's low and it's fielded. And Braintree strikes right back. The home side now trails after 2.5. Braintree has the lead 3-2 as they continue to scrape away against Higgins, and Grieve back out to the mound with the lead. Bottom of the third inning as Grieve right back out and delivers a first pitch strike. Grieve the difference right now in this ball game, an RBI hit with 2 outs to score Donnelly for the second time. And the pitch, and this one makes contact, and are we going to see if he leaned across? What is the umpire doing here? He's going to hand out a new ball. I was kind of wondering why he was running out towards the mound. That was kind of odd. But it is a hit batter, which starts this inning. That was very weird.
Courtesy runner for the catcher.
And now a courtesy runner for the catcher. So Braintree had just gotten the lead, and now the leadoff man is on for King Phillip. Dowling, who popped up to start the game back in the first inning, has now been hit by a pitch, and now he is being run for by the courtesy runner. Brings up Menendez, who had singled his first time. Braintree's infield up the middle, hoping for a ground ball double play. Big wave and a miss. Back and forth game between these two sides. Continued action out in the bullpen for King Phillip, presumably for the 4th inning. Getting ready, and the pitch, and that one knocked to the backstop. So he's now ahead, and now has a couple of pitches to work with. He's got to be careful here, try and make him swing at something outside of the zone. Take a swing at a pitch outside and strike him out would be an ideal thing for Grieve to do here. As the runner takes off, pitch, a ball, throw down to second, and it's not going to be in time. The slide does hold contact with the bag. So the runner now leads from second base, still 2 strikes on the hitter. And Grieve fires. Oh, that just missed. That was a close pitch. Trying to take another pitch was King Phillip. They're not moving out of the way much in the batter's box. Trying to get hit by another pitch. That looked like another close pitch. Tying run stands at second. And the pitch. And this one to shortstop. Ryan on the move. Long throw, and it gets there in time. He's out. Close play over at first base, but he was out. And the runner moves to third. The tying run now just 90 feet away.
Number 9, Drew Harlan.
Now it took a little while to develop over at shortstop. And now Hurlin, who ripped a single through the right side. Braintree's going to bring the infield in at the corners here with 1 out. First pitch, and this one away, and Stenman able to make a nice lunging play to make that one from getting to the backstop. So the courtesy runner at third base after a single, actually make it a hit batter started the inning, and then a stolen base as this one is away. 2-0 now the count as Grieve tries to work through a little bit of trouble here in the bottom of the third. Look over at the runner at third and the pitch, and this one knocked to the backstop. Defense straight up in the outfield, again in at the corners over at first and third. Getting ready for the pitch as Grieve tries to work through this inning. And the pitch, down and away. Good pitch to hit here generally. As the offering is there, it's popped up and back and out of play. As this one reaches foul ground. Big pitch upcoming for Grieve as he tries to avoid putting 2 on. Could really use a strikeout. He's fanned just 1 so far, both pitchers have. Grieve ready, and he missed, up and away. And that is ball 4. The batter did not know. Braintree was hoping he'd stay in that batter's box and take another pitch.
Now batting number 6, Aiden Ascarino.
So a hit batter and a walk in this inning, corked up by Grieve. So he hasn't been giving up a hit, but obviously putting himself in another vulnerable spot in this third inning with Ascarino, who singled his first time. Pitch on the way, and this one hits him as he has now filled him up. Grieve continues to not locate. I'm assuming that's the slider right now. It's just not breaking the way he needs it to. And Grieve running into some more trouble. Braintree might have to consider something soon, getting somebody stirring, because location has not been here in this third inning. 2 hit batters and a walk, and now a meeting for head coach O'Connell. This game in the pendulum with Braintree a 1-run advantage, but the tying run is on, the go-ahead run is on as well. Neither side going away quietly in this game. Both sides have had some rallies, and right now Braintree's in front for now. So the meeting has come to an end. Braintree's going to need some help here from their defense because right now Grieve struggling a bit with his command in this third inning. Much higher scoring game than probably one would have anticipated. And this inning is not over yet. Pitch. And does not find the zone on the first pitch. He's hit 2 and walked 1. Has also got a ground out to shortstop mixed in there. And the offering, and not getting the call at the knees. The umpire really squeezing him now. Nowhere to put him. Got to groove one now, you would think. As the offering on the way, and he missed badly. Now in danger of just walking him in. And you would assume the hitter is going to be taking at least one, if not a couple of pitches. And the payoff pitch is in there for a strike. Got to battle back. Big pitch upcoming with the bases filled, and the pitch in there for a strike. Pick that bat back up. Batter thought he was taking a walk. Umpire says, get back in the batter's box. And that is generally not going to sit well with the home plate umpire. And the batter now talking it over and saying, I didn't mean to show you up there. But I thought the umpire missed the call on the prior pitch. It looked like a strike. Getting ready now. 3-2 is down. He ended up walking him anyway. So that is going to take away a little bit of the theatrics behind that. Would have been so nice to see the hitter retired after throwing that bat away. But it ends up turning into a walk to bring in a run. And right now, Grieve has continued to pitch into some trouble. And it has been his own doing here. He has continued to be away from the zone. He's hit 2 and now walked 2 in the inning, and the bases now have filled right back up. And the pitch, and a wave and a miss. Braintree with the defense back here. There is a force out at any base. Obviously in an ideal spot, you'd get a ground ball double play. As the pitch is popped up and in foul ground, that one's out of play. So he's now ahead 0-2, and if Grieve could somehow dance out of this with just allowing the one run and keep this tied, that would be a huge moral victory for this Braintree team. We're trying to avoid trailing for the second time in this game. Grieve ready, and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, he just missed on the edge. Again, Grieve has fanned just one so far, but he could really use another one. Ready on the 1-2 offering. And that one hangs up a bit. Again, there's nowhere to put him as he started ahead 0-2. Bases filled up all the way across. First, second, and third for King Phillip here in a 3-3 game in the bottom of the third. And the pitch on the ground, middle of the infield. As Ryan tags the bag at second, back to first, they turn the double play. Just what the doctor ordered. And Grieve somehow able to escape with just one run, and that is magnificent pitching. Grieve hits 2, walks 2, and somehow gives up just 1, and that is how you win a game as Braintree battles through a tough inning in the third, gives up just the 1 run to leave it tied at 3 as we head to the 4th. Top of the 4th inning, and the first pitch. Upstairs to Rogers. 6, 7, and 8 for Braintree, who has momentum on their side as they're able to get out of any further damage with a ground ball double play set up by Ryan. And the pitch. Takes it for a strike. So they did not make a pitching change, although I would assume it's going to be a very, very short leash for the starter. If he gets in any trouble, he's going to be pulled in this inning. Rogers goes after that pitch and out in front of it. Couple of quick strikes on Rogers, who was a flyout victim his first time. So both pitchers have continued to pitch into trouble. King Phillip has had the better of the chances with multiple runners on base. They've had the bases loaded now twice, and they've only scored a couple of runs in those situations as Rogers takes the pitch upstairs. So Braintree has scored a single run in each of the first 3 innings. Trying to do it again here in the 4th. Action continues out in the bullpen. This one on the ground to shortstop on the backhand. Long throw across in time.
Now batting, number 25, Luke Joyce.
That one fielded well over at shortstop. Thought maybe Rogers took a swing at a pitch that might have been up in the zone. And now here comes Joyce, who had the hardest and deepest hit of this game to this point. Hit one just shy of that 400 mark out in straightaway center field. It was probably about 385, 390 off his bat. And he had the extra base hit. Came around to score. As the pitch is in there for a strike. He doesn't like the call. His second at bat of this game. Doubled his first time, then he was run for, the courtesy runner, as the DH. Joyce at the big swing, and this one's lifted out of play. He's down the count 0-2. So Braintree not able to get the leadoff man on here to start. And funny enough, they haven't had a leadoff man get on yet in this game, but they've still scored in every inning. As that one is cut on and missed, and Joyce strikes out. Braintree going to get some throwing out in their bullpen. That's going to be Rogers up and tossing. So both pitchers have pitchers pitching behind them right now with the availability to get into the game. Obviously, Braintree's pitcher would not be ready yet as Rogers just starting. And the pitch missing to King. King, who had an RBI single his last time, batting for his second time. 1-for-1, and takes the pitch. Both sides not happy with the home plate umpire. I haven't really been all that thrilled with some of the calls either. Seems like a rather small strike zone for a state semifinal game. Pitch, and on the ground, middle of the infield, second baseman ranging to make the play, and that does it as Braintree for the first time here today goes 1-2-3 in the top of the 4th. And we head to the bottom half, 3-3. Bottom of the 4th, and the first pitch is cut on and missed by Gately, who was a strikeout victim, the only strikeout victim by Grieve to this point. So action behind both pitchers as Grieve starts here in the bottom of the 4th. Missing downstairs, dealing with 7, 8, 9 in the order for the King Phillip Warriors. Braintree and King Phillip in a 3-3 tie here in the bottom half of the 4th inning as that one trails inside. Higgins versus Grieve, the pitching matchup. As this one on the ground right side, and a foul ball. That one had extra bases, got past Canavan, but it was wide of the bag. Again, he was a strikeout victim his first time, and Grieve would like to do that again. 2-strike pitch, and this one out towards center field. Long run for King, and King tracks it down, covering a lot of that outfield. That's the difference between Braintree and a lot of teams. Their center fielder, King, can really cover a lot of ground. Brings up the third baseman, Heine, who was a ground out victim to third his first time and takes a first pitch strike. So both pitchers trying to settle into this ball game. Higgins was able to get a 1-2-3 top half of this inning. And the pitch, and a fly ball again. This one to center again. Long run for King. King still back and tracks it down. Wow, 2 straight fly balls that he has covered a lot of territory. I'd love to see the amount of track that he has been able to cover in 2 straight plays. He went from almost left field to now right field in 2 consecutive fly balls and tracked down 2 deep flyouts. So fly out to center, and now dealing with Prater as he tries to get a clean inning. That one high and tight. wouldn't this be something to see both pitchers get a 1-2-3 fourth inning after the amount of base runners and runs we saw in the first 3 innings. Ready here is Grieve, 2 outs, and the base is empty, and a weak ground ball back to the mound. Grieve bobbles. Now the throw will not be made. So an error made by Grieve keeps the inning going. Wasn't hit all that hard, but had enough spin on it that created a problem for the pitcher. So keeps the inning going for Dowling, who has popped up to short and been hit by a pitch. And of course, now with the base runner at first and 2 outs, you always wonder about a steal. So Braintree does not get the 1-2-3 inning they were looking for, but hoping for a quick out to end the frame anyway. Go-ahead run stands at first base with 2 down, and the pitch right there for a strike. Fourth inning of the MIAA Division I state semifinals. And the pitch, runner goes. This one hit to center field. King is there. King's got it, and he's caught all 3 balls in the inning. Excellent defense by the Braintree center fielder. He was superb in this inning, and Braintree with a great inning as we will get ready for the 5th inning in a moment.
Sean Canavan.
So Canavan back up at the dish. Getting ready, and the pitch, and that one is in there for a strike to Canavan, who has flied out and grounded out to first. 0 for 2 in the ball game, and what has been a back and forth affair. And this one sharply hit to right field, a base hit, as Canavan stings it to right and a base hit. So just about to talk about it, hadn't gotten much going offensively. That was very quickly answered, and Canavan is on base.
Number 7.
And now Donnelly, who has had Higgins' number the first 2 times, singled both times up the gut. Braintree again trying to rally and take the lead here in the 5th inning. Getting ready, and the pitch down his stairs, and no advance for Canavan. Braintree with double barrel action out in their bullpen, as Higgins going to be talked to with his catcher by Dowling. Braintree and King Phillip here in the D1 state semifinals, tied at 3. King Phillip getting a lot of help though from Grieve, who has hit a couple and walked a couple. And the pitch, and that one missed. Braintree a chance to retake the lead here in the 5th inning as they try and play in front. Throw to first, not in time. Beautiful day for a ball game. Temperatures probably in the upper 70s at first pitch at 4 o'clock. Well past that now as time is called at the dish by Donnelly, who's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. So Braintree for the 5th straight inning has not been able to get the leadoff man on, but for the 4th out of 5 innings, they've been able to get the 2nd man on with the base hit. And here is Donnelly with the man at first, Canavan. And that one inside, and it is Braintree getting on base. No showing of the pitcher getting taken out yet. Coach still in the dugout.
Number 3, Peter Brooks.
Back-to-back base runners, and now here he very slowly trots out. And almost certainly to see a pitching change now as Higgins looked like he was going to come out after 3 innings, but he's been able to battle through 4, and he's going to come out, it looks like, here with 1 out in the 5th inning. Still no signal yet, but he's getting handshakes from his players, and that would make me think he's coming out. But I have not seen a pitching change. Wow, he's going to remain in. Wow, this is shocking. I am very shocked to see him still in this game. I guess both teams are going to ride on their pitchers, who obviously haven't been all that great in this game. But Braintree does not have the lead yet. They have 2 on for Brooks. still waiting for his first hit. He's flied out twice. And the pitch way upstairs. That one, a wild pitch, almost gets all the way to the backstop. Braintree would love one of those to move both base runners over. Game right now in the pendulum. Braintree looking to retake the lead as they look for the third lead of this game. Looking for a hit from Brooks as Canavan and Donnelly lead. They're 1 and 2 hitters in their order. Pitch, and upstairs again, not close. I think if you're Brooks here, you got to be taken. 2-0, both pitches not even close. They were up around his head. Take a pitch, take a couple. Try and make him beat you. Obviously, you expect to see a good pitch here, but I'd be taking. Wild so far in the at-bat. And the offering. And he missed again, not even close. And now he's getting the take sign from head coach O'Connell. 3-0. Probably his final hitter of this game if he doesn't get him. Gotta be. Bullpen has been ready for a while. Double barrel action for Braintree. And King Phillip may be going to their pen momentarily, as that is a strike. Two on and 1 out here in the top of the 5th. 3-3 game. Important spot for Brooks. Pitch. And he takes it outside and draws the walk. And that's going to do it for the pitcher as he's already trotting out and making the call to the bullpen as Higgins walks the man and the bases loaded. And Braintree in a great spot here in the 5th inning as the crowd serenading the pitcher on his way to the bench. We'll be back. So now into pitch in a very difficult spot is Panini, facing Braintree's cleanup hitter Grieve, who has an RBI triple and an RBI double. Pitch, and that is a strike. Bases filled up, 1 out here in the 5th inning. Braintree with an opportunity here to take the lead. So they look for a big inning. Pitch, and that one down and away. Canavan trying to make sure he gets a good-sized lead on anything that gets away from the catcher. He's got to be ready to go on a wild pitch pass ball situation. Braintree turned a double play earlier. Pitch, and on the ground, third base, a base hit! It's down the line! 1 run scores! Here comes the second! Braintree's got the lead! A 2-run hit from Grieve again! He's done it all with the bat! Right past the dive of the third baseman, and Braintree with a 2-run lead here in the 5th. What a piece of contact by Grieve, and he has been unstoppable with the bat here in this postseason run. 2 pushed across, that one almost exactly down the line over the bag, and Braintree back in front, 5-3, their largest lead of the ball game. So Braintree takes full advantage of a pair of walks in the inning. And again, that all stems back to, in my opinion, a coach that left his pitcher in way too long, and now it has hurt them in a big stage.
Now running.
Whether Braintree holds on to win or not, obviously that's not the point. The point is, why would you leave your pitcher in a game like this with him obviously tiring, and now you're trailing by 2 and the inning's not done? This game's getting late, and Braintree looking to continue it with Ryan at the dish. Pitch and a strike. That King Phillip crowd has very much so quieted down. Braintree's lead back again, this time 5-3. Ryan on the way is spoiled to the backstop. So Grieve 3 for 3, a home run away from the cycle. He's tripled, singled, and doubled, providing 4 of the 5 Braintree RBI in this ball game. And now the shortstop Ryan trying to keep it going. As the pitch on the way, and this one spoiled out of play, catching a lot of the plate. That did not break all that much. and more action starting behind them, they can see that they are going to need to use multiple arms in this game, and that works in Braintree's favor. They're getting deeper and deeper into their bullpen, and not many high school teams go that deep into the bullpen. Pitch, and he gets it by him. Big strikeout as Ryan down on a strikeout. His second strikeout today.
Now batting number 22, Matt Rogers.
And now Rogers, a hitter that has been due. Flied out to right, grounded out to shortstop. Braintree with 2 on and 2 out with a 2-run advantage here in the top of the 5th. Pitch on the way to Rogers. This one out to right center field, hit well. Back towards the gap, and it's gonna get away! The runner's gonna score from second. The runner in the outfield is hurt, the right fielder, as Rogers comes all the way to third. He will stop there, and this game has changed in a blink of an eye, and obviously the right now is the right fielder's safety as he is shaken up, but Braintree pushes across 2 more, and this game is Braintree's now for the taking. A 4-run advantage here in the inning. Another hard hit ball off a Braintree bat, and they continue to do it all with the bats. If Braintree wins, it's their offense. Certainly, there's nothing around it. They have pounded this King Phillip pitching staff here today. Absolutely brilliant. And now the King Phillip AD is going to get the trainer onto the field. They obviously need some attention here as we will pause in the action. This game completely has shifted, and Braintree has a big lead now as we pause in the 5th inning. Inning continues. First pitch to Joyce in the air, mile high. Left and center fielder converge, and it's the left fielder to put it away, but Braintree with a monster inning here in the 5th. They score 4 times and take a 4-run lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th. 7-3 Braintree. Bottom of the 5th inning as Menendez first pitch swing and a can of corn over at first for Canavan. No pun intended on the name. Braintree with a very quick out here to start the inning. That's exactly what you want to see. As Grieve remains in this ball game, there was double barrel action back behind him during the last inning, and so far has been able to settle in a bit after a couple of rough innings. Pitch on the way, and that pitch is upstairs. So Braintree with a highlight, couple of plays in this game. They've had multiple extra base hits, and that's a strike. None bigger than the 2-run single off the bat by Grieve to give Braintree a 2-run lead, and then the 2-run double by Rogers. Wave and a miss by Herlin, who has singled and walked, but down on the count now. Grieve has fanned 1 so far, working. And a swing and a miss. Got him. 2 down. Made him look bad on that one. And if Grieve can pitch well, he can shut these bats down. He's obviously very happy to have a 4-run advantage. King Phillip not used to trailing this big in a game. Braintree has opened up a 4-run cushion. First 2 outs in the blink of an eye. And the first pitch on the ground, third base and by the bag. As that one gets past Rogers, almost identical to the one Grieve hit, but this is just a single, so it doesn't turn into ton. And Braintree, if they give up a single, that's not the worst thing in the world. You give up extra bases, you're a little bit more concerned. So second hit of the game for the left fielder, Astorino, who has singled twice and been hit by a pitch, so he's been on every time. And now Lutvi, who had an RBI bases loaded walk and has bounced into a fielder's choice. First pitch, and that's there for a strike. Runner at first with 2 outs. Braintree looking for a 0 on the board here in the 5th as they try and take a 4-run lead to the 6th inning. Pitch on the way, and this one sharply hit out to center field. King on the move. King will not get there. That one drops down, and what happened? What happened? Did they call time before the pitch? Oh, what did they call? Did they call catcher's interference? Or a balk? Must have called a balk. It's the only thing I can think of. I mean, that actually helps Braintree if it's a balk, but that was very strange. I did not see a call. clearly there must have been something with the pitcher's delivery that they call the balk on. That's the only thing that would make sense. That takes away what would have been, obviously, at least a single, if not 2 bases, but that helps Braintree in this spot. That keeps the at-bat going, and a chance now to end the inning. So that hurts King Phillip. Does give him an extra base, but at this point you're down 4 runs. What does 1 extra base help you? Braintree right now focused on the hitter. Getting ready now is Grieve, and in the air, this time a much more routine ball to center. King underneath, puts it away, and King Phillip can head right back to the dugout with 0 on the board as they strand a runner at second. So Braintree will hold a 4-run cushion as we head to the 6th inning here in the state semifinals, as Braintree looking to punch their ticket to Polar Park with a 7-3 advantage. Top half of the 6th inning now. First pitch swing. This one down the right field line, as this one heading towards the side of the foul ground to be caught and put away, as King has been retired.
Hey, all good too, I love you. Don't give me a love too.
So the opening out here of the 6th inning, as Braintree retired here to start, and a first pitch strike. Actually, that went off the edge to Fan. So Braintree with a 4-run advantage. They play here into the top half of the 6th inning, as the pitch is upstairs.
He's calling the cops. This dude. This dude's calling the cops too. What did we
As the pitch is on the edge for a strike.
Go Braintree. They're so soft, bro.
As this one up in the air to center field. As this one tracking, and it will be caught in center for the 2nd out. So a fly out to right, a fly out to center, and the first 2 have been retired here of the 6th inning. So back to the top of the order for Braintree, 4th time through, as Canavan will stand at the dish. Singled sharply as last time. And the pitch, and that one is inside. And the offering is going to miss again. 2-0 to Canavan, with Donnelly in the on-deck circle. He's been on all 3 times, hoping to get up as well. 2-0 offering. Canavan takes it upstairs. Chance to get on here with 2 outs. And what has been a game Braintree has led most of the way. The 3-0, as that's in there for a strike. Three and 1, and Canavan takes another strike on the inside edge as the umpire puts the strike call.
This dude's so rapid.
So the at-bat will continue with a full count upcoming. Again, Donnelly to stand in next if it gets there. Canavan up on the infield.
I got it!
Pitcher on his way over and puts it away to end the inning. Braintree goes quickly. 1-2-3 here in the top of the 6th, and the Braintree pitching will move its way back out. It looks like it might be Grieve back to the mound as we head to the bottom of the 6th, with Braintree up by 4.
Number 20, Brady Carolyn.
Bottom of the 6th inning. 6, 7, and 8 due up here in a 7-3 game. First pitch just missing to Herlin, who bounced into a double play in a key spot. His last at bat, he's also grounded out to third. 0 for 2 in this ball game, as the pitch is in there for a strike. One and 1 on the way, and on the ground to first base. Canavan needs some help from his pitcher. Grieve with the low throw, it's there in time. Nice play all around by the Braintree defense.
Now batting, number 7, Tommy Gately.
So getting some help from his first baseman was Grieve, but he also helped out his own cause by getting over to the bag.
Hey guys, you guys gotta leave. Are you kidding me?
As this one is swung to deep center field. King back. King is there, and he's got it for the second out. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, number 22, Kevin Hines.
Let's go Braintree! Let's go Braintree!
First pitch is going to be a hit batter, as Braintree's now hit 3 here in the ball game, and the runner will reach with 2 outs.
Now batting, number 5, Johnny Prater.
So the runner will reach with 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. As the pitch on the way, right there for a strike, dealing with the number 9 hitter, Prater, who has popped up to second and reached on an error. That was back to the mound on a fielding attempt by Grieve. Runner leads from first, and a swing and a miss. Grieve looking to get through 6 innings, as Braintree looks to punch their ticket to the state finals at Polar Park, right now up by 4 runs, with 2 outs here in the 6th. And the pitch, and just missed off the edge. Grieve with 2 strikeouts to this point. Pitch on the way to Prater, and the offering just off the plate again. So it was a ground out to first to start the inning, a fly ball to deep center field, King able to track down another fly ball, and then a hit batter, his 3rd hit batter for Grieve. As the pitch on the way and in the air, on the infield. Who wants it? Third baseman Rogers calls and puts it away to end the inning. King Phillip down to their final 3 outs in this ball game. The Braintree Bats have a 4-run lead as we head to the 7th. Top of the 7th inning. Braintree trying to add some insurance as King Phillip down to potentially their final 3 outs of their season. Mike Walsall bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV, and this one slammed out to right center field. This one's going to get over his head, and here goes Donnelly. He's going to round second. He's getting to third. Donnelly with a start of a triple to start this inning. He has been excellent. 4th time on. Braintree's best offensive players have been brilliant.
Now batting, number 3, Peter Brooks.
3rd hit of the game for Donnelly. Braintree's 3rd triple today, and they are loving playing here at UMass Lowell. So Braintree with another runner in scoring position here to begin the inning. First time they've had the leadoff man on. The infield comes in, and Braintree trying to punch some more onto the scoreboard. This Braintree offense is unstoppable here today. Brooks in the air. Center field is going to be a difficult play to get to. It's not going to be caught. Nothing can be done right in this game by King Phillip. As that one drops, another base hit, and Braintree has another run, and they are in command now, leading 8-3.
Connor Grieve.
So Braintree leading 8-3, 5 unanswered runs, as Braintree has the advantage in a crucial moment, their largest lead of this postseason. And now Grieve. Grieve at the dish, a home run shy of the cycle. Wouldn't that be something to see one powered out of this park? Pitch on the way, and Grieve slams this one to center field, a base hit. King Phillip just being slammed on the pitching. Braintree putting on a clinic. I haven't seen a team get hit this hard in a state semifinal in a long time, and Braintree's covered a lot of deep playoff runs. Grieve with his 4th hit of the ball game, and he's going to be pinch run 4.
Pitcher, number 18, Owen Cadet. Now batting for the Womps, number 60, Michael Ryan.
And if anything, Braintree's just awaiting their chance for a date at Polar Park, but they're trying to just kill this one here in this 7th inning. Got to give credit to this Braintree team. This was an 8 seed as they are sacrificing and no contact on the opportunity from Ryan. Braintree trying to play some small ball, which they haven't had to do in this game because the bats have been so good. Infield in at the corners, runners at first and second. And the pitch, and Ryan takes it back and takes the ball well off the plate. Again squaring, and Ryan takes the strike. We'll see if Braintree keeps the bunt play on here with 2 strikes. Ryan wants to swing the bat. He's fanned twice, so probably not a bad idea to try and bunt, but Ryan gonna stay there at the dish, now with 2-2. First 3 have reached for the home, or the Braintree side, so used to being at home, but this one here obviously at UMass Lowell. Braintree not the home team. As Ryan knocks it foul, keeps the at-bat going. Braintree had a big student section heading into this game, and the student section was able to pump them up to the point that Braintree was able to get that 4-run advantage. Now it's up to 5. And the offering, and Ryan out of play off the right field side. Ryan still at the dish with 2 on and nobody out. And a swing and a miss as Ryan fans for the 3rd time. So obviously not a good at bat for Ryan, who wasn't able to move the runners over.
Matt Rogers.
But Braintree right now enjoying a 5-run advantage with 2 on and still just 1 out. Pitch on the way, and that's in there for a strike. Rogers, who had his biggest hit of the postseason on an RBI, actually it was a 2 RBI double, last at bat. And the pitch, another strike. Pitch upstairs, and Rogers has the at-bat continue. Beautiful venue here for the state semifinals. Braintree 3 outs away from moving on to the finals. And time called at the dish by Rogers. A triple by Donnelly to start the inning, brought in by Brooks on a looping single over the shortstop. And the pitch is outside. Then Grieve with a single as well. And then a strikeout for Ryan. So all of that through the first 4 hitters. Braintree with 3 more hits. They are pummeling this King Phillip pitching staff. And missing on the edge. Close pitch, not going their way. And Rogers goes after a pitch, up and out, strikes out.
Now batting, number 25, Luke Joyce.
And now Joyce. Does he have one more big swing in that bat? He would be on the mound in the next game if Braintree continues to win this game in the finals. He's been absolutely brilliant through his first 2 starts, going 15 innings, getting 2 victories for the home side. At the time, obviously, Braintree was at home. Victories over Natick and Springfield Central in his 2 outings. As the offering on the way is in there for a strike. He's fallen behind in every at-bat. Doubled his first time, struck out, and has flied out to left field. 2 on, now 2 down. Here in the top of the 7th. Pitch, down and in. Long await as the pitch is in to Joyce, to right field, a base hit. Runner gonna be wound around. He is gonna be held now. It's the throw wild, but is towards the plate. And Braintree has him loaded up.
Now batting, number 2, Max King.
So Braintree not gonna run themselves into an out at the plate to end the inning. Instead, they'll give King a chance. He's had an RBI hit his first time, has grounded out to second, and has flied out to right field. And now a pinch runner over at first base for Joyce upcoming.
Pitch running, number 11, Sean Lassard.
So Joyce makes his way back to the dugout with another base hit, his second of the game. And Braintree has the bases filled up again. Trying to take advantage and blow this one extremely wide open. Right now, Braintree leads by 5 runs with the bases filled, and the pitch is outside. Nowhere to put him. Braintree with 4 hits so far in the inning. They have them filled. They've scored once. And the pitch. And this one sharply hit to the backstop. King Phillip, with any hope of their season to continue, have to get this out. They give up anything further, this game's over. Pitch. And in the air to right field. Late lunge towards it, but they are going to be there to make the catch. And Braintree strands, the bases loaded. But the Womps need just 3 more outs to win this game and move on to the state final. And we will see who heads back to the mound. It looks like Grieve will get the ball in a moment, with Braintree leading 8-3, heading to the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting for the Warriors, number 11, Leo Dowling.
Bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch from Grieve on the ground and foul of third. Dowling, Menendez, and Herlin, their 1, 2, and 3 hitters with their season down to their final 3 outs potentially. Dowling has so far been hit by a pitch, flied out, and popped up, and this one sharply hit to left field, a base hit. Right out in front of Brooks as the inning starts with a base hit. Braintree playing back and obviously don't want to give up extra bases.
Number 10, Vinny Menendez.
Catcher going to be pinch run for again. As Menendez steals in, he has singled, grounded out, and popped up. As Braintree searches for that elusive first out here of the 7th. Leading 8-3, stranding the bases filled back in the top half of this inning. And the pitch is going to be apparently inside. Looked like a pretty good pitch. Pitch on the way from Grieve is in there for a strike. Looked like almost the exact same spot. This time gets the call.
Number 26, Connor Elvizi.
So Menendez, the shortstop, 1 for 3 in the ball game as that pitch misses. And King Phillip hoping for a big-time rally. Braintree had action going earlier with double barrel action. As the offering is on the way on the ground towards shortstop and through into left field, a base hit. Back-to-back singles start the inning. Their top 2 hitters getting it done. That one not hit all that hard, but through the left side. Braintree was shading up the middle.
Now batting, number 9, Drew Herlin.
And it brings up Herlin, who has singled, walked, and struck out. Braintree just looking for that first out. Obviously right now, that's the one you need to get. Obviously you need 3, but that first one will settle things down. Pitch on the way is up. Braintree playing back off the base runner at first with a 5-run lead. And the pitch, and that one missed. And now it's 2-0 as Braintree does not want to load up the bases and make things interesting here in the 7th. As head coach O'Connell going to make his way out. So a quick meeting at the mound as they will talk things through. King Phillip making it interesting on the Braintree defense. Right now I think they're just talking about trying to make the play. Taking too much focus on the base runner at second. Just play your normal position. Again, you get that first out, you can really settle down. But if the next man reaches, the bases will fill up with nobody out. Pitch on the way, and that one slapped to the backstop. Grieve winds. Trying to battle back from a 2-1 count and just missing on the edge. Now he's got a groove one here. Can't afford to walk him. Getting ready on the pitch, and it's knocked to the backstop. The at-bat continues. Count now fills. Deep into the ball game, here into the bottom of the 7th inning, with 2 on and nobody out. And the payoff pitch, and another foul ball. So that one off the screen yet again as Hurlin continues to see a lot of pitches. Grieve with a long look in. The righty ready. Winds and fires, and this one popped up. Long run over for the shortstop. Trying to track it down, no catch made. Here's the throw to third, he's out! Got him! What a throw from Brooks. That is a heads-up play. And they gunned him down at third. That's how you win a ball game. What a throw from the left fielder, who's naturally a Braintree shortstop, but he has to play left here today. And Brooks may have just saved the Braintree season a little bit right there. That is a huge first out. And he was out by a good distance too. That was a BB thrown from left field. Pitch on the way as that one is up. And now we'll see if Braintree can kind of settle in a little. Could have been a huge start to the inning if the bases were filled up and nobody out. Instead, Braintree gets a big force out. And the pitch, and this one hits sharply to deep left. On his way is Brooks. Brooks there, he's got it. 2 down. And King Phillip season down to their final out.
Now batting, number 3, Alex Lutby.
Eight-3 game here with 2 outs, and the pitch is upstairs. One 0 on the way as that one misses. Braintree needing just one more out to finish off King Phillip here in the state semifinals. Pitch, as this one is hit in the air, out towards left field, playable, Brooks, he's got it! And Braintree's moving on to Polo Park in the state finals as they will face either Chelmsford or St. John's, and Braintree with an 8-3 victory here today as the Womps upset King Phillip, the number 4 seed in Braintree with 5 unanswered runs. King Phillips made it interesting here in the 7th, but Braintree gets a complete game victory from Grieve to win 8-3, and Braintree moves on to the state finals in what was an incredible victory here for Braintree. Again, getting help all the way up and down the lineup, but got to give Grieve all the credit. 4 for 4 at the dish with 4 RBI and pitched a complete game. Braintree with a magnificent performance here today as they move on to the state finals here in the MIAA tournament as the number 8 seed, getting set to take on either St. John's or Chelmsford in the game that follows. So that'll conclude our coverage of what was an incredible game here on the road at the site of UMass Lowell, a D1 college, and Braintree put on a show offensively here today to the tune of 8 runs on 12 hits. On behalf of our camera person here today, Dave Maybrook, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you for the state finals.